Picking up from Senator Blunt, do you have a message to conservative commentators and some Republicans who have been raising questions about the vaccine and its efficacy?
Yeah, I don't know how many times you all have heard me say this, but I'm a huge fan of vaccinations. As a polio victim myself when I was young, I've studied that disease. It took 70 years to come up with 2 vaccines that finally ended the polio threat. As a result of Operation Warp Speed, not 1, not 2, but 3 highly effective vaccines. And so I'm perplexed by the difficulty we have in finishing the job. If you're a football fan, we're in the red zone, but we're not in the end zone yet, and we need to keep preaching that getting the vaccine is important. Nobody knows more about that than Senator Blunt. I don't know if you want to add anything, Roy, to what I've said here, but we need to finish the job, and part of it is just convincing the American people of the importance of doing this. Everyone who knows this subject says that if you get the disease again, chances are pretty good you're not going to die from it if you get vaccinated. So I don't know how many times we have to keep saying it, but for myself, I intend to keep saying it over and over and over again. Roy, do you want to add anything?
Well, I think, Leader, that the point is that you can't just expect that if everybody else is going to get the vaccine and somehow that's going to protect you. That actually might be the case, but we're at a critical moment here where the way to stop this is to be sure it has nowhere that it can continue to spread to other people. And my comment about the variants, we know that this last variant is more viral. A number of people have had the vaccine got that variant because it is so viral, but none of them have died, and almost none of them have gone to the hospital. So you protect yourself, but what we don't want to do is let this drag on here or anywhere else in the world to where a variant is developed that these vaccines aren't dealing with and have to start back right where we were again. The whole idea of community immunity only comes when enough people step up and do what they need to do for themselves and the community they live in. Now, I'm not for mandatory vaccination, but I'm certainly doing everything I can to encourage voluntary vaccination.
Respectfully, though, it isn't all that perplexing. There are Republicans who are casting doubt on the vaccine. Senator Johnson hosting an event spotlighting the rare side effects. That's where this hesitancy is coming from members of your own party casting doubt on vaccines. What are your conversations with Senator Johnson, other Republicans who are casting doubt on the vaccine?
Yeah, I've already answered the question about how I feel about this. I can only speak for myself, and I just did a few minutes ago. Yeah.
Do you personally support additional funds for the IRS to enforce tax collection, and what, if any, protections or limitations would need to be put around that? Yeah,
that's a part of the ongoing bipartisan discussion over the possibility of moving separately a bipartisan infrastructure package. I'm among those who are observing what's going on, hoping that somehow we may find a way forward. And so at this point, I don't think I want to comment on any of the particular provisions of it. Those in our conference who are working on it are trying to get it in a form that's scored and that we can all take a look at.